Every story has an ending. It's an important part to a story just as much as the beginning and the middle. A bad ending can ruin everything that came beforehand, leaving a sour taste in the listener or the reader's mouth. But a good ending can glaze over all the mistakes, putting on rose-tinted glasses and making everyone remember how much they enjoyed that story. Yes, an ending is important, and it's important that a writer can get to it before their story is dropped due to boredom, shut down due to budgeting, or forgotten due to lack of interest. A good story has a good ending, and an ending could be happily ever after. The hero wins and the bad guy loses. It could also be a tragedy where the hero loses, or the hero turns out to have been the villain all along. Now, we don't read a story just for the ending, but that is the question we ask all along the way. How will the story end? That is what the reader wants to know.
Rainer is here to see you.
Oh, good. Bring him in. I'm just wrapping up. Yes, everyone is interested in how the story will end. And so am I.
Ah, good. He's been expecting you.
He has.
Well, yes, this is part of the story, after all.
Yeah. Huh.
Also, I do want to apologize for how things went down last time we spoke. I didn't mean for it to be a confrontational situation. I was actually quite looking forward to speaking with you again, Rainer. So I hope this can be a more amicable conversation.
Yeah, I want that too.
Wonderful. Well, I'll take you over to where his office is. Do you like the space? We got a fun post over here. It's a little fumble hanging on a stick, and he says, "Hang in there."
Yeah.
It gets me every time. That's so cute.
I have been trying not to worry too much about the many things I have frankly never seen before. And I part of me wants to take the time to ask you, what is a poster? What is that? Or what is that? But I just don't know if we have time.
I'm sure you have many questions, and that was, I think, part of the writer's intent was to help you with that. But if you have any before we hop in, he's just around the corner here.
I wasn't expecting it to be so job-like. Just job space.
Yeah, that's kind of the current aesthetic. We've changed it a couple times, just to keep things fresh. We're trying this one out for a while. I agree. Not my favorite. I really enjoyed when there were these nice stained glass windows over here. There's kind of like a chorus singing all the time. It was a bit gaudy, I will admit, but it was pretty, and you gotta respect it. But this one's efficient, and he helps us stay on task, so that's always nice.
Oliver, how long have you been working with the writer?
Well, time is a tricky thing to...
I was afraid of that.
Yeah, this is kind of an atemporal space. So, for example, we've been working on your story for about 4 years now, but I know it's only been a handful of months for you.
Wow.
So, we've been really dedicated to this one. But there's some parts we just kind of breeze over, to be honest. So, I would say for you, it's been about 1,000 years.
Oh, wow.
Your guys' time. For me, I haven't really done the math lately, so I don't account to that. Could be less, could be more. I don't really. There was the time I jumped back a little bit, and then I jumped forward again, so. Yeah,
Oh,
it gets
boy.
messy. It gets messy. Try not to think about that.
I will do my best.
Yeah, so here it is right here. Let me just, I'll just let him know we're here. Rainer is here to see you. Okay, great. Okay, great. Yeah, he's just getting things ready. We'll hop you back in there. Word of advice.
Yeah.
You've been very cordial, which is great, but do not take any wisdom from your friend Eloise when encountering spirits you disagree with.
Right.
That might make this a very short meeting, so... But I wish you best of luck in there, Rainer. You got this, hero.
Huh. Yeah. Rainer, tries to think of something that feels appropriate to say to Oliver, this person who, he thought he knew growing up. He thought, was, another person like him, and turned out to be on such a different level that he can almost hardly comprehend it. But he can't really think of anything, that seems to fit. And he just awkwardly nods at him, and then he goes in.
Oh my goodness, Rainer. Oh, you're here. You made it. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on in, man. Come on in. Please. I've been waiting for this for years. Oh, it's good. How are you doing? I'm sure you've had a long day, I'm assuming. Yes?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Hey, come in.
Thank
Have a
you.
seat. Yes. You can sit in this. I got a nice comfy chair for you right here. Can I get you something to drink? I got a fresh pot of water. I'm going to make some tea. Do you want some tea?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Oh,
thank you.
Sweet. Put 2 cups here. Do you want anything in that? I got honey. I got sugar. I don't have any milk. I'm not really a milk in my tea guy.
You know what? A little bit of each. How about that? No.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry. All right. Yeah. Here you go. Yeah. Have a seat. Careful, tot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sit down. Yeah, please.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I gotta ask. Do you like my office? I got a lot of books over here. This one's pretty nice, right? Sorry.
Yeah, I
can't
really
show you the contents of that one.
No, I was gonna say I can't
Spoilers.
really see it from here, but it's big, so it seems important.
Sorry. I'll be honest. I gotta be honest with you, Ray. I'm a little nervous. About this meeting.
You're nervous?
Yeah. I mean, this is the climactic finale. I mean, we've been working hard on this, man. I mean, this is gotta have a lot of payoff to it. So I really want to hope this goes well.
Yeah. No, Oliver mentioned that it had been even longer than I thought it had. That it had been working on this. You know what? Sorry, this is just not what I expected.
Do you expect like horns and a ponytail or?
No, nothing like that. Honestly, well, you remember. Oh, it feels weird to call it a scene, but you remember the scene where we met Reines Pentas.
Oh yes.
The intimidation factor. That's the word I'm trying to think of.
The grandeur of it, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess part of me thought that once I finally got here, there'd be not tea.
I got other beverages. So, I mean, I can get Oliver to grab some.
No, it's fine. God, I almost don't know where to start, I guess.
Well, let's do a nice introduction. Hello, my name is the Writer. That's what people call me, at least.
Rainer Bjornsson.
Pleasure. Yeah, I'm sorry this took so long. I really did mean for this meeting to happen way sooner, but it just never made sense in the story. We were doing other stuff, and I didn't want to jump the gun on that one. But I am glad that we can finally have this conversation, hero and writer, together.
It's a strange position. As far as I'm aware, the story's characters don't usually get to sit down with the author.
No, not most of the time. I'm sure you've got lots of questions. Don't worry about rushing. This is an atemporal space, so we'll get you back. Well, we'll see. We'll see how our discussions go, but I'm assuming you want to get back to the action.
Yeah. I think I might as well start with the only one that really matters. Can you bring people back?
Like from the dead?
Yeah.
Because, like, bring people back, I do that all the time. We have characters leave and come back. But from the dead, the technical answer is it's yes. We can we can do pretty much anything. Will I? Probably not. Yeah. Probably not. Gotta keep things consistent here.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. I mean, you understand that that's kind of, well, it feels almost like my only priority right now, right? I mean, talking to my mom, seeing Quiz die, I mean, anything else almost feels... Libraries, I haven't even a thought about the people who might be dead in Varden right now.
Let's back up a little bit. So you took Murgic's offer to come here, which I'm glad you did, by the way. That was a much more interesting option. I'm curious, why'd you do it? What did you want to do here? Was it just this, to try to bring loved ones back to life? If so, then we'll see. We'll continue this conversation, but I'm assuming there's more to it.
I knew that I would regret it if I didn't. The chance to actually speak with you, I mean, that would have driven me crazy if I passed it up. You've been kind of, or at least the thought of who you are and what you represent, it's been kind of tormenting me. I mean, I'm sure that's no surprise to you. I talk about it all the time. But
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
A little bit back and forth here. Dialogue. Why do you hate me, Rainer? Sorry. I don't think it's hate. Well, I definitely thought it was. But the truth is, for a long time, I was afraid. I was terrified of you. I didn't know what my role was supposed to be. I didn't want it for quite a long time. I was afraid to step into it. I was afraid to step out of it or out of the plan, especially when Murgic threatened me and my family and my town. I was afraid of what would happen if I did try to be a hero or if I didn't. I was afraid of you. I was afraid of the entire... So I never told anyone this. But the first time I saw those chords, there was something horribly sad about it. Without the chords, I can just pretend that everyone is out there living their lives and they all have the same experience. Well, not the same, but they have their own experiences. They have their own decisions. They have their own... But when I did see them, I suddenly realized that it's not quite like that. Instead, they have you. Well, that's correct.
Why would you make me aware of any of this? Why would you tell anyone?
Not just keep it a secret?
Well, the knowledge that everything we've... take me and my friends, for example. Mm-hmm. The knowledge that everything we've done and everything we've been through is just words on a page. It's all being dictated. I truly, really honestly thought that Jonathan and Leroy were my closest friends in the world. And I thought I knew Katrina or my father and now I slowly realized more and more I know nothing about them. I don't know if every word my dad has ever spoken to me was really him or if you just wrote it that way. Why would you give us that awareness? Why would you put us through that?
I've been preparing for this conversation and I should have seen this question coming. Well, to be honest, the real reason is to make the story better. I've been running this show solo for a while, and that was nice, especially after the craziness of the war, to just like clean things up. But that well, that got stale really quickly. And I knew I needed a sparring partner. So that's where Mirjik came in. He added some unpredictability, and that was fun, but it just didn't build to anything. As you've experienced, chaos is cool, but it doesn't tell a great overarching story. So I needed a protagonist. And so that's where the idea of the hero and writerism came into play, was to try to, just make the story better. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise. That's the whole concept of why I made the hero, is to tell a better story. And to be honest, many of those heroes I have not revealed all the knowledge to. In fact, with you, we didn't originally. I mean, you were in the dark. But that didn't seem to motivate you enough, so we had to, add some more incentive to get you going, which I think we've gotten to a really good spot. I think the story's been really good. I'm proud of the work we've done together. Whether you like the fact that we were working together or not, we were. And I think it's really done wonders for our world.
Wow. Working together.
Oh, yes. Whether I'm your ally or if I'm the antagonist, that's still storytelling.
Speaking of you working with me or you working alone, this is going to sound strange, but I really am sorry about what happened to the lover. I didn't know a lot about her at first, but when we started to hear more pieces of the story, I realized how much that would hurt, losing someone who is a part of you like that. And I'm not saying I understand, but I can begin to, because that pain doesn't go away exactly.
Well, you are right about that.
But then we talked to her, and she told me that you haven't set her free.
That's correct.
How come?
Rainer Bjornsson. You really, I mean, comes into my office and asks God what. This is truly, I am proud and upset at the same moment at this, what we have created here.
Wow.
Let me, okay. You just asked me to bring your mother back. Essentially, that's how this opened.
Yeah.
What if I did that? What if I brought her back and you had her and she was alive and it was back to the way things were, and then she got older and died again, and you had to feel that again? Would you still choose that option?
I believe I would. Because this time I wouldn't be a child who doesn't understand what's happening.
But as you've just expressed, knowledge doesn't make things better, Rainer. And I have lots of knowledge. And look, I won't be the first to say that, some amount of good outweighs some amount of bad. That's a whole graphological debate in itself, but I will admit it is different when you are on the receiving end of it.
No, you see, I should admit, that's one area where I don't feel bad for you. You have been the cause of everything.
Yep, here we go. Yep. Continue.
And just today I learned that I didn't understand fully before. I didn't realize that she was your kindness and your, hell with it, it might not be the best word, but your humanity. And then she was gone, and you decided to leave her there. Janus Pentus called you a monster, and the reason I bring that up is because I didn't understand that he was speaking logistically, like he was talking about a chemical reaction. Take away B from A and you're left with C. He was trying to warn me that you let a part of yourself be taken, and now we have a cold, callous, and unforgiving story.
An unforgiving story. A cold and callous story. Is that what you would call the story we have told together? A story with romance, with jokes, with lighthearted characters, with beautiful songs, with adventure, with intrigue. You'd call that cold and callous.
We never chose any of it.
You did. Which leads me to the reason I wanted this meeting, Rainer. The real agenda I have. And I'll be transparent about that. We've been going on for a while with you as the hero. Us working together. And I'm not stupid. I know that you have shown disdain for that position from the beginning. You tried to get rid of it. You tried to wish it away. You've tried to ignore it and deny it. And only recently have you really come to claim that title and work with it. But I'm not an idiot. I know you're just trying to get through it. So here's my question for you, Rainer. And I don't have a correct answer to this. I truly don't care what your answer is. But do you want to continue to be the hero? You got two major options here. Option one, you say yes. Bring you back. We'll finish up this little Mirjik story. You'll get to go home for a while, see your dad. We'll maybe do a time skip or something, and eventually we'll go on another adventure. Maybe visit your friends as they've traveled abroad, or go, fight in the war, whatever. Something. But there will be more adventure. Or you choose to leave it, and again, I'll let you finish the story. I'll let you go home, and then you'll stay there. You stay in Goldan, son of Bjorn Bjornsson, and you'll become a nice, well-known bard. Maybe you'll settle down, get married. If that's the thing you're interested in, I'd love your feedback on that, because you are hard to read on your romantic interests, Rainer. I cannot get that off of you. But that will not be you. I will write that. I will be in charge, and your free will be taken back as soon as we finish this story. Now, I understand, Rainer, you are a thinker. You want to think this through. So, I still have my goodwill open, and you can ask me whatever questions you want to help you make that decision. Again, we're not in a rush. We have all the time we need. But that's really the only question I wanted to ask you, Rainer.
If I chose not to be the hero anymore, I'd effectively be under the control of the story, correct? Strings and all?
Yeah, interesting way of putting it. We are all under the control of the story all the time. But if you mean by under my control, then yes. Strings and all. As the Ada Phelan, I have that power.
Right. And you'd give it to someone else? Choose someone else, I suppose?
Eventually, yes, I'd pick another Fae.
Why are the chords different? I always wanted to ask that, but I nearly forgot.
I'm glad you did. I will answer it, but I am curious what you think the answer is.
First, I tried to pick up clues, noticing differences between... Leroy's was different than some of the others I saw, but I wasn't able to get anything concrete from that. And eventually, it slipped my mind because other things took priority.
Oh, I'm glad you asked this one. I was hoping to do a nice big reveal. Again, I will answer your question, but I have another one for you. Rainer, who do you think you are? Or what do you think you are?
A lottery. Oliver said you'd been working on my story for over 4 years, but only a couple of months from my perspective. That tells me that you didn't choose me from the moment I was born. It was much more recent than that, which tells me you just picked a person.
You're wrong.
Huh.
You are not just a person, Rainer. I tried sprinkling a couple clues throughout, but like you said, you were busy. Probably didn't pick some. There were definitely some clues you couldn't even see. There's some other people who get access to quite a few more details to this story.
You're talking about the listeners that Murjik kept bringing up.
Yes! Those are the ones, yes. Yeah, they're what keep us going, Rainer. Really. I mean, if no one listens to a story, does it even exist?
Wow.
I suppose you could say the person writing this story knows it exists, but when they move on, or get bored, or they die too, then the story ceases to exist. But the more people listen, the more people who talk about it, who theorize, who re-listen, who share it with their friends and add their own versions to and keep it alive in their head, that's when the story lasts. And so when we say the story is everything, Rainer, we mean that if the story is bad, people stop listening and the story stops existing. But that's not the question we were talking about.
It's just funny. No one would believe me on this, but I think I really do remember hearing that at library once.
Good. That's kind of the whole point of those, is to prime potential heroes for when we start dropping lore. No, the question was, who are you, Rainer? What are you?
Yeah.
And some people have gotten it right. Well done to you, folks. You've picked up the clues. But Rainer, you are a spirit. A Phaelon. F-A-E-L-O-N. A being with a Fae.
What?
I was about to say, do you want me to spell it out to you? But I just did. You're a spirit, Rainer. You got a Fae. You got free will. You got a form. You didn't have a face. And you don't have any force.
That's not how... That can't be. No, wait a minute. We had the rules set up. We had the rules spelled out.
Mm-hmm. When you were in the heart of Anima, Rainer, did you find it hard to be with the rest of the Anima in that space?
It was hard to keep walking. It was hard to stay at the front of the group.
You were a different material. Every one of your friends is Anima. They just blended right in. You were different. Have you been able to manipulate strings before?
Everyone and everything told me that was because I was the hero.
They're not wrong.
Why? You wouldn't choose a spirit who already has free will. That doesn't... No, this can't... Would you really... No, you wouldn't bring me here just to lie. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't... What about my parents? That doesn't...
They are regular creations of this world. Your mom is not a spirit. Bjorn is not a spirit.
No, it still doesn't make sense.
Then ask questions.
It was... We talked about... Of course we did. Of course we mentioned it before. We talked about spirits who didn't know they were spirits. But that doesn't mean... I didn't fight in a war and get punished by losing my...
Memories?
What did you do?
I won, Rainer.
What was I?
Do you want more knowledge? Has that helped you so far? I'll answer.
Yeah.
You were a latecomer to the war. You didn't pick a side right away. You wanted to stay uninvolved. You just wanted to have a peaceful, quiet life. Just singing songs, being with your friends, but of course, war doesn't allow for peace to exist. And because you joined the opposition later in the war, I made your punishment less severe. Not a big prison. Not walking around in your old body without control anymore like some of the other spirits. No, I just let you roam freely. You hop into one body, hop into another, through time. Always one person to the next. And then you were in this form. And I needed a new hero. And I thought, let's try this one out. Does that make you feel better? Yeah, I didn't think so. If it helps, you're not the only one.
Of course I'm not. You don't even know you need her, do you?
I don't think I answered your question yet, did I? About the colors.
Yeah.
I control the silver ones. You control the gold one. That was a later addition, but you were really eager. And there's another Phelan that I pulled out. He doesn't know either. He's in the same shoe as you, but he's been doing all the blue ones. So that's Eloise and Jonathan and Katrina. And a couple of people along the way. We'll keep that one between us. That we won't tell him yet.
Did I have a name?
You did, I think. I don't remember it. I'm sure we have it written down somewhere in one of these many books.
What is Fae, really? What is it that makes me different from anyone else? Besides the obvious, I guess.
Yeah, that's a question that's probably even a bit above me. But as far as I understand it, it's its own thing. There's anima. That's a thing. That's an energy that powers things. There's Mirjik. That's kind of an antithesis to it, yin and yang.
Yeah.
And then there's Fae. Doesn't connect to this world. It's beyond it.
And only spirits have it?
Only spirits are it. That's why we are Phelan. I'm glad you asked those questions, though. Because that really does change what I'm proposing to you. On whether you want to still be the hero. It's whether or not you still want to be free.
It's funny, before this, all I could talk about, all I could tell people was how much I want it to be over and how much I want to go home. And now you have offered me that. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can just turn my back on everything. I'm going to continue to be the hero.
A pleasant surprise, I will say. But a welcome one. Well, that wasn't so bad, now was it?
I do want to ask you about Mirjik, of course.
Oh, yes. I mean, we probably should.
When Genis Pentus was telling us, when we were going over the plans to fight him, he said that there's nothing we can do about Fae. It's indestructible, more or less.
Yes, I remember saying that.
That was true then?
Oh, yes. You must recall, sorry, it's kind of creepy. I said that. I said that through Genis Pentus. We cannot destroy Fae. That was something we tried. I have tried. Can't do it. The best case scenario is, well, like yourself, where they don't even realize what has happened to them.
Then where are the limits? If you can write the story and it's so, who decides what's impossible for you to write?
I don't know what you mean by that.
You choose what happens, correct?
Yes.
A stroke of the pen and it comes into being.
Correct.
How can something still be impossible?
Oh, I see. we're doing that kind of thing.
This isn't meant to be... I'm not trying to play some kind of trick. I am genuinely curious.
The answer is that I am also a part of this system.
I see.
I did not make it. I just won it.
That means everything that we were told about how to stop Mirjik is as true as we can hope for. The plan is still the best plan, and its limitations are... You gotta understand. He killed Quiz. I need to make sure I have a way to deal with him.
Oh, I understand that completely. We gotta wrap this story up. We gotta beat the bad guy.
So, that in mind, I thought I would make my case for how it should go.
Oh, yes. Let me hear it.
Give me the ability to take away Mirjik's power and free will. I know that was something previously only Janus Pentus could even think about matters of rank and taking away identity. I told him that I want Mirjik to forget, but I think it might be better if he remembers. At the time, he told me, Janus Pentus told me, Mirjik's identity being completely erased was the only way to make sure he can never regain his power and do this again. But if I were able to take away his power and his free will, I could guarantee that never happens. If you want to bookend it, have it be thematically fitting, you could even do it through a song. I was thinking the Song of Rank.
Tried to pull a fast one on me.
What do you mean?
I'm not giving you the power to remove free will, Rainer. No. Face. Sure. I'll give you... That sounds fun. We could really get messy with that. Power. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. I can... Oh, make it uber strong. Let's do it. But free will? Nice try. Besides, Mirjik doesn't have much free will left. He's kind of a mixed bag. He's mostly under my control. Just his mood changes. That's kind of part of his nature. I can't take that out of him. But no, he has no free will for the most part.
Huh.
I control Mirjik.
That surprises me. I thought... The way we put it when we were discussing it, we thought he had too much. He can never make a decision, never hold to a...
Well, of course, we gotta make people not interested in free will somehow.
Damn. Not to repeat myself too much, but I really wish I'd gone to library more.
Look at you swearing in front of the writer. You know early on your character trait was not the guy who swears? Look at... Wow.
Been through a lot.
You have. But, yes, we can make it a song if you want. That's thematic. That's cool. Where you siphon his power from him, or... Did you want face too? I think you didn't say that. I just thought that might have been a translation error between us. You're still learning the lingo.
Would that mean that he does forget?
Not necessarily. There's a lot to a face. The threefold title is tied into one's face. The memories, identity are all in there.
I should have clarified. So when Janus Pentus speaks of rank, is that the same thing as identity and face?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
He likes rank. He's all about rank. It's like his thing. The Lord of Rank.
I see. Is taking his power enough to get him out of the crystal?
He's out.
He's out now?
Yeah, when he tried to bring you here, he got dropped outside. So I was thinking of dropping you off in the right outside the crystal. His thing would be right there, and you guys can... I don't know, you had a really nice moral, ethical discussion and this whole love idea. I don't want to drop that. I thought that was good.
Yeah, we did.
So I'll let you guys decide together as a group what you're going to do. Kill him, put him somewhere else. Right. Really, they all sound good to me. All interesting. Whether we want to go with the bad ending or the good ending, kind of got options. Always options, the endings.
Right. Just his power, then.
Great. That's nice. That's easy. We can do that.
Good. I thought that would be a good way to tie it up. You get a satisfying ending to the story. You don't have to have the complication of Mirjik messing with your plans anymore. And we get a big moment that the hero is supposed to do, so.
I love it. Right, you've really turned around. I can tell by the tone. You don't seem as excited as I am about this, but I think if this new leaf turned over, I think we can make things better. Do you want Mirjik's keys? I mean, they're not keys, but like his way in to here? We can chat whenever.
Yeah, I think I do.
Cool. Yeah. You got him.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let me write it down. Well, I'll write it all down when we're all said and done. So we'll do power, give the keys, stays hero. Anything else?
Do you know what happened to Genis Pentis? I mean, we know he got teleported, but...
Oh, I hadn't picked a spot yet. I'd like to leave loose ends for further storytelling. I mean, he's not dead. He'll come back. Maybe we have him mess up somewhere else, or maybe make a comeback. We got options.
No. So he is... Sorry, I asked this in a roundabout way. Did you let him walk out?
What do you mean, walk out?
Of the mountain.
Oh,
I can't figure out if I really did it or not. Given this conversation,
Oh, did you do anything, you mean?
Yeah. At the time, we thought something unbelievable had happened.
In a way it did. You did do something. I don't want you to devalue your efforts here, Raynor. You have the power to change my mind on things. And, I was not thrilled with the idea of letting Genis Pentis out, but you persuaded me, and I let you pull his cord and take him out. So you did do it. Yeah.
Wow.
You also highlighted I had a pretty gaping plot hole, and that was on me.
What's that?
Oh, I had no reason for him to stay.
I didn't grant him free will or anything like that, though.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
Is there anything else, Raynor? Otherwise, I do believe we have a story to finish.
Yeah, we do.
Wonderful. You can just leave your cup on the counter on your way out, and, well, honestly, I was about to say Oliver will show you out, but honestly, you can just, like, leave. It's atemporal and aspacious, I guess I don't know if that's a word. It's kind of whatever we want.
I see. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I wouldn't be me if I didn't change my mind on some things at the last second. I think, for the song, I think we should take away his face.
Oh.
Is it too late?
No, I can add that in there, yeah. Sure.
All right. You know, it's weird. I spent so much time thinking, I want this to be over. And I don't think I realized that, in a way, that's what you want too. Maybe we actually are working together.
I don't follow.
Well, in different ways. Not exactly the same, but you want the ending to be satisfying, conclusive.
Oh.
And now that we're almost here, I think I can confidently say I want that too.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah. Raynor leaves the writer's office.
Raynor, you step awake. You are standing in front of the heart of Anima. This finely carved entrance is in front of you, and you feel a little sore on your face.
A sore?
You feel sore, like someone hit you on the face. You see all of your friends. Most of your friends are behind you.
Yeah. Damn. Raynor bolts upright if he can. He stands up as quick as he can. He's just like, are you all okay? What happened? How long's it been?
It's been a couple minutes. We were worried.
Okay.
We thought you were dead.
Okay.
Jonathan's like rushing back. He like went to get water. He came back with like a bucket of water. Then I missed it. I told one of you, somebody to yell. Nobody yelled. Rainer.
It just happened.
Sorry, Murgic, is he here? Is he gone?
Well, the crystal's not the wrong color anymore.
Okay.
And it stopped raining dice. But I think we still have electric hair. I don't think that was resolved yet.
Nobody had forgotten, Nabil.
Definitely not forgotten.
You're all standing at the base of the crystal. It stopped raining dice. The sky is the regular color again. Everyone seems to still be unconscious, but maybe I think Raish has rushed over to some of the orcs and has told you, they're all still alive. I think they're just sleeping.
Okay.
And as you guys are kind of figuring that out, Rainer, you get a sense that there is a presence still in this space, a power. I'm just kind of floating being in this area.
Okay.
Similar to how Quiz had identified this earlier.
Anything I could roll to get more of a input on that? And more of a, input's not the right word. More of a read on that.
Ratiocination, my man.
Hell yeah.
Difficulty 3.
Rainer is actually pretty kinda smart. I got a whole bunch of successes, which is always fun, because you only need one. It doesn't change after that. I got like 4, but I got 2 disadvantages.
Great. With that, you are able to identify, yes, the Fae of Mirjik, which still has his power and some of his faces left, is here. It is in front of the crystal. It's not like drifting towards the crystal or anything like that.
Right.
I will say, though, it is drifting towards Leroy. Now, Leroy doesn't know this. Leroy, as far as you can see, is still concerned about everything that's going on. But I'll say that'll be one of the disadvantages, is it seems to be, like, floating towards him.
Oh, God. Okay.
And the other disadvantage is you can tell no one else notices.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, where's Mirjik? That's a good question we should be asking ourselves. Eloise, thoughts?
I don't see anything.
Maybe we win. Well, hold on, Rainer, where were you? You know, what happened? Like, you went into the, like, weird stuff, and then you were gone. Like, what happened? Did you, like, kill Mirjik or something?
Yeah, Rainer takes a deep breath, and he says, when I went in, I found Mirjik, and I guess somehow he got pulled out of the crystal, but he gave me the chance to speak to the writer.
I'm sorry, what?
He gave me the chance to meet the writer, and I talked to him, and I learned what's going on. Mirjik didn't have the free will that I thought he might have, and neither did Genus Pentis. I didn't do this impossible, unbelievable hero stuff. I did the regular amount of hero stuff that the writer pretty much expected me to. I pissed him off once or twice, but I can't help feeling like defeating Mirjik, it was just a part of it, you know? It was just how the story goes.
What do you mean? What do you mean the regular amount of hero stuff? What do you, like, free will is free will, right? Like, you don't... I'm confused.
I'm sorry, Rainer is, no, he's not tearing up. Rainer is shaking. He says, guys, I was wrong about a lot of things, but the biggest one was that Mirjik wasn't the... he said he was, but he wasn't the writer's greatest fear. He was just a character. It was all the writer. He had everything. I'm not explaining myself well.
No.
So, like, what is that? Is Mirjik defeated? Like, is he gone?
Rainer points towards the presence, even though it's invisible. He's right here. His power is still here, and...
The writer?
No, Mirjik, sorry. Mirjik's power is still here, and I made a deal that I'll play this song and take away Mirjik's power, and then he can't hurt anyone, and we win. And that's it.
So play the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do.
Hold on. Are you not wanting to play the song because it's what the writer told you to do?
No, it was my idea.
So...
Rainer straightens up a little bit, and he has a bit, not a lot, but a bit of a more confident look, and he says, you know what? You guys have been trying to help me stop worrying and wringing my hands all the time on every decision. I need to just chart my path and go. And he looks at Katrina, remembering what she told him a long time ago. You just start walking. And we're here. And we've done what we wanted to do, and this is how we try to stop more people from getting hurt. Sorry, this wasn't supposed to be a speech, but it's important that you guys know, you guys got me here. You guys, even if this was a quest that started with the king, or it started with Oliver, or it started with the writer, whatever, but you guys are the ones who made it possible for me to get here. And I love you. All of you. I need to say that. Rainer's gonna start playing this song unless anyone else was gonna speak.
Jonathan puts his hand on Rainer's shoulder and says, None of us would be here without any of us. I mean, there's not a single step in this crazy journey that has been possible without one of us. We're almost there.
Thanks.
Rainer, are you hesitant to get there? To get to the end of the journey?
Tell you the truth? No. I'm not hesitant anymore. And he really is going to play it.
Okay.
Rainer has learned a song that he specifically requested of the writer. My first idea was to call it the Song of Rank. That still kind of works, but the main intention is to strip Mirjik's power, his force. Would you say that's correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Though we did add a little bit to it.
Yeah. The question was posed like, should it take away his identity as well, his face? Yes. He does want it to take away his identity as well. So, should I roll?
Yeah. Roll for music.
Okay.
Difficulty, 3 in a red.
All right.
Does anyone help?
Well, seeing as nobody else knows the story, or the song,
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody else would help. Also, I don't think anybody else knows. I mean, so far what they've heard is that Rainer disappeared, talked to the writer, now he's back, gonna play a song, and you're just gonna disappear.
Right.
What do you say to that? What do you do besides stand and watch, you know?
Yeah. I can't think of any way Trouble would throw in a boost, so.
I mean, unless if Eloise knows the key, she could play
Aw, man.
like not even a harmony, but like what am I thinking of? Where you just play like a tone that lays underneath the melody.
Just like a bass, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, after Rainer starts playing, she could join in.
Yep. Yeah. Rainer add a boost.
Hell yeah.
For Eloise playing in.
Tell you what, it's looking pretty good. Okay, so, you know how I said it looked really good? Well, no, it's just that I saw a lot of advantages. There were 2 successes and 2 failures, which would have made that a failure, except for Eloise's boost. Holy shit. And 2, count 'em, 2 advantages.
2, count them. 1 success.
Holy cow.
2
that had
advantages.
me very spooked for a second.
Rainer, you take out your ocarina.
Yeah.
And you start playing this song.
Yep.
And normally, as you've played this for magical reasons many, many times, and the magic has like come out of the ocarina.
Yeah.
This time, the ocarina is nothing more than a tool to create sound. The power is coming from within you. And Eloise joins in and plays on her flute and accompanies your song. And as you play, the music kind of surrounds this power, this presence, in a way that it kind of interacts with the air, and everyone's able to see this Mirjik symbol kind of like wobbling in the air in this spot. And you can feel the music like pressing in around it.
Okay.
Pushing in, and it seems like it's cracking it, almost like breaking it, and like energy is like leaking outward, wisping away. With the 2 advantages, I will let you have, basically you gain a knowledge that as this is breaking, it is very weakened, and what you're seeing is the face is being destroyed. That crumbling and cracking is the memories or his identity being destroyed. But the power itself will need to go into something. Now, it won't be necessarily...
Stop. Raynor's voice is shaking, and he says, when he's done with the song, and then Raynor Bjornsson exerted his will over the writer's strings.
What?
Raynor, what are you doing?
I thought that's what you are already doing.
Raynor says...
I don't have any
Raynor
strings.
says
out
loud
I don't have any strings.
some of the words that
that.
Rhaenys Pentis had said to him before. What makes a spirit? This will assist you in your upcoming quest of defeating Mirjik.
No,
a spirit is composed of 5 parts: the face, the form, the force, the free will, and the fae. Raynor!
Yeah.
Raynor, what's going on? Trouble? I was wrong about what's possible. I'm sorry I fucked it up. Raynor! Raynor turns to Leroy and he says, Leroy, I didn't explain myself well. And I'm sorry to you two. You weren't wrong to want to change the world.
What?
I'm sorry I blamed you. Quiz was right. It's not your fault, not really.
What are you doing, Raynor?
It was the writers all along, and somebody has to oppose him. Someone has to make sure he can't always get his way. And he starts quoting more of what Rhaenys Pentis said to him. His power has to go somewhere else. It has to be transferred. It can be passed along so that it's not even connected to him. No longer Mirjik's power, but just a force. Form, fae, free will. But the force of Mirjik is here, and the face of Mirjik is also here. I take on these things by the power of the hero, and by these 5 qualities, I name myself the new spirit of Mirjik.
What the fuck?
Katrina, grabs Raynor and, pushes him to the ground and goes, Raynor, we all have to live this. We all have to live here. We all have to go home. That's the whole point of this, is we get here and we're done.
I don't know if I can explain it. There's a lot. He had everything the whole time.
Okay.
He can't just be unopposed.
Raynor, this is our existence. We regardless of whether we're in a story or not, I'm real. I feel real. Jonathan's real. This is real. Whether it's in a book somewhere, whether we're just characters in a story, shut up. We are real. These consequences affect us.
I know.
Raynor, can I talk to you through this form? Noble Mitzer's body.
Wow.
I want the others to hear. I do it. Otherwise, I just talk to you in my narrator tone. I gotta admit, it seemed too easy. I really thought you would play along.
Have I said anything that does not follow the rules you've established and the story you have written?
No, you got it. You did it. Good job. You are now the spirit of Mirjik.
And the hero. I think, Trouble punches him. And he says, what the fuck? We had a plan! You can't just... This isn't how it was supposed to go! I was so scared! But you know what? I got over it and I decided you were right. This was the right way to do it. It wasn't supposed to be you! You don't want this!
Can I ask? Was the plan that it goes to Trouble? Was that it? Was that your big sneaky plan? Of course
the plan was that it fucking went to me!
There was a fucking plan?
Yeah, there was a plan.
Raynor, that's good. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was worried I had trampled your little plan with all my little reveals and stuff, but you got me.
Don't you dare just keep acting like this is just more story.
It is. What are you gonna do now?
Katrina is, completely expressionless. Eloise looks just, confused.
Well, Raynor, what are you gonna do now, then?
I don't know yet.
Can you change Steph?
Raynor tries to do that.
Then you will need to roll a d12.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think he knew this was at least a possibility, if not a certainty, but he's still pretty freaked out about it. I rolled a 5.
5 is, I have written down Goofy, which was Mirjik's default, main mood. That is now your mood that you have. That is your emotion.
It's a short, awkward laugh. It's it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be literally anything. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's the feeling. Okay. And I think I knew it could be like that, you know? But I chose it anyway because I felt like I needed to make the right decision, but I'm not sure if I can remember what that was or why it was right. But it might come to me later. We're not sure, though.
Leroy's backing away. Leroy is genuinely scared right now. He's he fell backwards. He's like, Raynor, are you still in there?
Yeah, that's the really funny part. I think that might be the worst of all. It is me. It is.
Jonathan, walks towards Raynor and, stops a few, steps away and kind of cocks his head at him. You know what? I just wanted to have you back. So, and he opens up his arms and he goes in to give Raynor a hug.
Yeah. You've given me the mood of Goofy, and in my mind, combining that with who Raynor is, I don't think there's any reason he wouldn't just give him a hug.
And while he's hugging Raynor, he says, but that is absolutely not what happened. And he is going to stab Raynor in the back with the reverse-o-matic.
Holy shit!
And he's going to say, I'm sorry, buddy. I know this was your choice, but I can't.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What do we do about that? What do we do about that?
He rolls. He rolls. Difficulty,
Do you want to base it off of Raynor's stats in any way? Or not?
You know what? Well, we might need to revisit Raynor's stats.
Can I do something?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
For the reverse-o-matic, the ability used says improvised, which I just wrote, meaning it is dependent on the roll.
Well, improvised is actually a weapon handling type.
Oh, okay. But what I was getting to was Jonathan Bismarck has 8 friendship points.
Whoa, really?
That have just kind of accumulated over the time now.
Uh-huh.
That is definitely gonna be channeled
through
this.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? How about this? Let's do a fun. So you're gonna roll weapon handling improvised.
Okay.
I will say for every 2 friendship points, you can add a boost.
Wow.
So I'm gonna need somebody to roll 2 boosts.
That's a lot of boosts.
I will roll them.
All right.
Because Jamie, you're the one being attacked
it's true.
here.
It's very true.
Otherwise, difficulty is 3 purple and a red. What do you roll? What is your actual stat skill for this?
Yeah.
Weapon handling 3, improvised check 1.
Ooh, good.
Okay.
Good,
So it's not impossible. 2 advantages.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Holy shit! This is what it feels like to be on this side of things. I don't know what I want to happen.
Right? Yeah.
So you said 2 advantages.
Yeah.
Okay, so that took care of those 2 disadvantages.
Love that. Love to hear that.
The red was a failure and a disadvantage, so that gets rid of 1 success and 1 advantage.
Yep.
What's the total? Jake? Just tell me the total.
It's 1 success.
1 success.
Flat?
1 success. Flat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's a good thing you burned through all of those friendship points. My god.
Those things are gone. Erase your friendship points.
Wow.
Yeah, they're done.
Okay. Raynor, you're gonna take a 1-point wound.
Okay.
For being stabbed. Because there was no advantages or disadvantages, I'm not gonna change how much damage that is. I also don't know whether advantages or disadvantages would make it more damaging in this situation.
Damn.
But it is successful. You use a DP, Jonathan.
And he's out.
Wow.
Rainer, it undoes, and so that presence is now back in the air again.
Jesus.
Where it last was.
Oh my lord. Rainer's gasping for air. His back just got hit by a heavy weapon. He's just like, no. Oh, no. What did you do? No, guys, it has to go somewhere.
Rainer.
Do you understand? The writer...
Rainer.
He was controlling Mirjik the whole time. He killed Quiz. He's killed everyone. He can't just keep choosing more heroes. He'll do the same thing to them that he did to me, and he'll just keep making more stories. He doesn't care about what happens as long as it's interesting. He just keeps doing more and more. I was a spirit, and he made me forget everything. He made me... I was in the war, and I lost my identity. I lost everything, and he made me come back and grow up as a human, not knowing what was going on, and then he just chose me again just because he thought I'd be a good candidate, and he's just gonna keep doing it. And if we don't do something about Mirjik, he's gonna be out there too, and he's just gonna keep going. They're both just gonna keep going. I don't know any other way to fix it.
I don't care.
What?
I don't care about that. Sorry, that's not coming out. No, that's coming out right. I don't care about all that. What before, or the memory stuff, or whatever. I don't care if I was a spirit in the spirit war and I forgot everything. I don't care. Because, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, if I'm really not in control of all this, I don't care. I just want my friend. And, I think so does your dad. And, however much value you place on that now, that's your business, but we're real, and you're real to us, and I'm not gonna let you just erase that. You talk about things being out of control. What the fuck are you doing? We came all this way together, and you're just gonna fly solo after everything? No, sorry. I know the hero and all, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna stand for that. So no, we can figure out what to do, and then we will go home. And that is what is going to happen, because I will not lose another friend today.
He's definitely on his hands and knees because his legs are shaking, so he's not able to stand. He just says, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought it was the right thing to do. I thought it would help. I'm so sorry.
I know. And he gets down on his knees and embraces him.
I think Gorg is going to come over, give you a hug as well.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, everybody does.
Yeah, everyone does. Except Noble Mincer. He will continue to stand in the background.
It's probably best.
He's chuckling.
I think, you know what? I actually don't want Trouble to join in on that. I think he's still trying to process some shit. And I think for that reason, Trouble's going to turn to Noble Mincer, and he's just going to say, "What exactly are you laughing about?"
Oh, sorry. I should probably not be holding so tight to these strings anymore, but... Oh, it's funny. Because you guys had a really good plan. I'll give you that. And then he had I mean, wow. I will be thinking about that one For a millennia. Oh my goodness. What a power play. And then he gets pacified by those who don't know any better and will go on doing it my way.
Yeah, I regret asking you anything. She says hello. And then he turns and heads back to where the others are.
He doesn't respond. I think as the hug pile is opening up, Leroy says,
Okay, we still have I guess there's still a thing we gotta deal with, though.
I can tell he's not in anything. He's just in the air right now. The song was supposed to strip his power away, and I guess it did, but look, Janus Pentus, this was before the fight. He was talking about how it has to go somewhere. It will get transferred or find something else in Palladium to... I don't know if there's anything exactly we can do about that.
Does it have to be a person?
No idea, honestly.
I mean, there's like Murgic items all over the place.
That's true.
I'm sure that's was part of his power at one point.
Are you saying, like, we could just take a random thing and you could, like, play the song again and it would put it in the thing? And then we would have Murgic in a... I almost said Murgic in a bag, but probably not.
Well, we did.
That.
We did earlier.
Oh, yeah, we did earlier for sure, but...
And then that was again, as I said earlier, I am feeling great remorse over many actions I've taken over the past chunk of time. And I would like to, at some point, maybe soon, make a formal apology to everyone. I am holding back my emotions as well. There is work to do first.
Raynor says, I don't even know what to swear by now. It is weird trying to think of questions of blame or guilt or forgiveness when, like, I've talked to the guy who's compelling everyone to do what they're doing. I don't know how to make that make sense in my brain, I don't think.
Well, not everyone.
Yeah, I guess not everyone.
Katrina's going to say, Raynor, as you know, I will always stand by your decisions. However, you know, I'm not much of not much for faith, not much for religion. And I understand that you met or believe you met the writer, but that really has no bearing on my outlook on life. People can choose to believe that every action that I take is preordained, pre-written somewhere. I don't believe that, or, you know, I don't choose to believe that, whether it's true or not. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to think that somebody chose me to be your friend, and maybe that's the way it happened, but I don't know. It's not the same when you're in it. It's not like we're reading our own story, you know? Like, for us, it hasn't happened. We're still living it. It's, you know, is it predestined because it was written down, or do we have free will and the actions that we make get put down on paper because we made them? What's the difference, really, you know?
Yeah, I think you're right. I've been spending too much time deliberating over this shit. But I think you're right. And Raynor straightens up a little bit and he says, I appreciate you guys wanting to have my back and stick by me, but I don't think I need to be any kind of a leader from here on out as we're going back or whatever we're doing. So I should ask all of you, what do we do about this? He kind of jerks his head towards... Is it still invisible to everyone else?
Yes.
Okay. He tilts his head towards the thing, and then he's like, "Sorry, that's where the music stuff is, kind of up in the general that way. I don't know if I have anything that could put that into an item. That was something that Murgic himself could do, but
I mean, you did do that. You just did it. You put it into you.
Huh? Yeah, I can be real dumb sometimes. Didn't need to remind us. Give me a sec. Raynor's kind of, I think he's got one arm on Jonathan's shoulder just to keep himself upright. And he says, "Oh, damn, wait, hang on." And he plays the song again.
Okay, you play the song again. I guess you gotta roll again.
Yeah.
Does Eloise join in again?
Yeah, I think as soon as he starts playing, so, oh shit, and then, yeah.
Yeah, same difficulty.
What was it, 3 in a red?
Yep.
I'll tell you what I got first. I have 3 advantages, but that's all, which makes it a failure.
1 success, baby!
Oh my god, again? Incredible!
So this is
Yeah,
even
buddy.
better than last
Incredible, okay.
time. There it is.
Oh, man.
There it is. Okay, Rainer, you play the song again, and you're in the same spot where the faces are... You could destroy them. I guess you didn't destroy them last time.
Right.
I guess chose not to do that. But even more so, you can choose to destroy any amount of the faces. I'll say that's one of the advantages. You can choose how many of these faces you break, and I will tell you which ones they are.
Oh, man.
And so you can control exactly how many emotions memories you remove.
Wow.
And you can choose exactly where you put this power. It does need to be in something in this area. You can't just like put it somewhere far away. So that's the second. And then the third advantage is that I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay. This song plays out, and God, I feel bad fulfilling the stereotype of Rainer that he flip-flops 5 times over whether or not to destroy Mirjik's identity, because this has been just a roller coaster. But I think he decides to destroy the faces, except the one we know as like the main one.
Yep.
The one that seems most like, that's Mirjik's voice.
Yep, the mumbly one, the high-pitched one, the flirty one, the clapping one, and the rhyming one are now gone.
And I also don't know 100% for
Should
sure.
have left just the rhyming one.
Just the rhyming one?
Only the rhyming one.
Because I also don't know for sure if this is even a cruel act, because Mirjik didn't seem to enjoy the fact that he had to switch all the time.
Right.
So this might actually be a helpful thing for him. But I don't want Mirjik to forget.
Okay. Anything?
No, not anything.
Okay.
Maybe we can start a trend of not having people's memories get wiped every time some crazy writer shit happens. I don't know. And because we have a little bit of time, I think Rainer finishes playing the song and he says, okay, we better choose something. I don't know how long we have.
Are we up for suggestions?
Absolutely. I was thinking maybe Endbringer, just because I never want to see it again, and...
I got a picture of a cow.
You know, that wouldn't be off-brand.
I mean, if we're just like suggesting options, I've got a true horse hide, brass knuckles, boots, my trench spike.
Should we be thinking of like something that people won't find and try to use, something that we could hide, or
do you want it to like stand out and so then they know not to touch it?
I don't know about that. We kind of found a whole bunch of Mirjik items and threw them into a whole mess.
I have my mask and daggers. I got this mage guard badge.
Wait a minute. Wait. Can you only do this song like right now?
Oh, no, I think I could do it later.
Okay, Grog.
Yeah.
I can think of at least one place we could put him where his company might be welcome.
Are you suggesting in a mountain?
Nope.
I'm thinking in an oasis.
Grog's eyes just light up. In an oasis.
Oh yeah, that place where we kind of swam around. That was nice. No, there was a lot more to it than that. I think you stayed outside.
Can we put in something temporarily to get it there? Like this, he then points to Chubb, the rock that is now a dog.
I don't know if I want to give a living animal the power of Mirjik.
Oh, good call. Yeah, good call, good point.
Eloise says, what about this? And she points to the, like, glass gem headpiece that she's been wearing from the Keeper.
Oh.
That one's good.
I mean, there's a chance you might not get it back.
I'm sorry. Am I an asshole for thinking about this?
No.
It was a nice gift.
No. No, I feel bad in real life because I was about to say like, oh my god, this is going to take us longer than anything else in the episode. But then I realized that I'm the one who shot down every idea.
Rainer, just pick something. It doesn't matter.
how about pick this rock? And he picks up a rock.
A rock.
Just a
Do
rock.
it.
You're at the base of a mountain.
Hell yeah. The mountain rock. A random-ass rock that was at the base of the crystal.
I like this rock. I do like this rock.
Rock. Put it in the
It's
rock.
it's a good rock, Rainer, honestly. If it had to be anything.
Quality rock. It's kind of purple. It's good.
Does it work?
Do you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. You decide that in your head, and as soon as you do, you sense that power goes into the rock, and it's not glowing, but etched onto the stone is now the Mirjik symbol.
How big is it?
Golf ball sized.
Of course.
Can't keep saying... We don't remember exactly how we described that, or at least I don't.
It's the size of, it's a little bigger than a softball.
Okay. All right, thank
No,
you.
smaller than a softball, bigger than a baseball.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was 4 years ago.
It was. Okay.
Call me an asshole. Maybe Leroy shouldn't carry it.
Leroy is currently holding it.
Oh, boy.
You know what? I second that. And he sets it down.
Any takers?
I vote Katrina. Huh?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know you, like, super well, but you seem competent.
Oh, well, thank you. I am a professional.
It's true. She's the most competent one in this group. She reached the end of her character arc in, like, season 2. Like, she's miles ahead of us.
I'm a fully realized creation. I'm just standing here in my sexual truth, chasing my bliss.
Hey, what does that mean?
Oh, hold on. And she like fans out the cloak of daggers. I think I got an empty. And she like takes it from, or like the spot in front of Leroy, just kind of pockets
Hell
it.
yeah.
And then kind of like dusts off her hands and goes,
Hey, hun,
okay.
I would like us to revisit your standing in your sexual truth. I would like clarification on that.
God damn
My
it.
dear.
Oh, I'm sure you would. And then she gives him a little wink. And she turns back to the group and says, right, so...
There's still, and Raynor looks at Noble Mincer.
Yes.
So what are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I'll probably leave and, go back to not being present. And then Noble can go on his way. I'm happy. I know you tried to make me not happy, but I'm happy. Oh, also, is our deal still on, or did you change your mind?
I mean, everyone's looking at Raynor.
Because I'm getting the vibes that I was used.
I don't want it. I never did. If you're giving me the chance to bow out, I'm going to stop overthinking every detail about it, and I'm just going to take it.
Okay, then. I have one more question.
Okay.
You never answered my question of who you were into. I gotta know. The people gotta know.
What?
I'm gonna write you a happily ever after. Do you wanna get married? Do you wanna...
Oh, he's like hella ace. Did y'all not realize that? Don't tell me fumble culture is like way more progressive than yours. I figured that out like day one.
Hold on, time out. Even if it wasn't, that's super gross. That's a really gross question.
I forgot you actually...
That's why I was asking.
He asked me that in our talk earlier. It wasn't 100% out of nowhere. No one, man. I've had a lot of other stuff on my mind.
Well, that's why I was wondering. You said no, you were a bit busy. I didn't know if it was just because you were busy. All right?
You know what?
So we'll leave it at no one forever.
It's a lot easier to not worry about what you think of me when you're talking through Noble fucking Mincer.
Also, is this really, like, I know we did the music thing, but is this really, like, the most important, hold on, we're talking to the writer. This is the most important thing on your itinerary right now?
Yeah, good point. If y'all want to ask him something...
No, not you. Not you.
Yeah. I didn't know the answer, and I was trying to be respectful. Thank you very much.
Like, just flat out asking somebody, like a middle
That's
schooler?
not how you,
Who do
that's
you
not
like?
how you do it, man. That's not how you roll.
I wasn't asking, like, a specific person. I was just wanting to know type.
Oh my god.
And the answer was
Almost
no one.
worse.
I get it. I'll drop it.
No, because then you're like, almost like fetishizing his, you're boiling down a person's like entire complex emotions into, I like people who are this, this, and this. And like,
I'm not trying to boil down. I'm just trying to I'm planning out an ending. I want to know what's part of the happily ever after. I'm trying to give him a nice ending here. Jeez, disrespect.
I can't believe I was so worried about you.
All right, I'm going to head out now. Raynor,
Yeah.
You can get yourself home, but as soon as you walk through the front door, it'll be gone.
All right.
All right. Peace. And Noble kind of shakes and he's like, all right, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, boy.
And can we fix the static hair? That's priority number one. Let's be real. Our hair is electricity. That's a concern.
Jonathan walks up to Noble and goes, oh my god, did you forget?
Forget what?
You just, I understand if you want to back out.
Don't.
You just promised us a lot.
Don't.
So I don't know if this is a bit you're doing or what.
What
Like
did you promise? Wait, no, what
I
did I
need
say?
to know if the promise still stands.
Hold on, I need to know what I promised first.
Trouble says, uh-oh, I think he's trying to back out.
No, hold on, I do not back out. No. Jonathan, roll for pranking with the boost from Trouble.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck you.
This is incredible.
What's the difficulty?
2. It's Noble fucking Mincer.
3 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Oh.
I will, you know what? Whatever I said, double it. That's
What?
how much of a man of my word I am.
Okay, we only need the 1 boat. We don't need...
Oh, the boat I came in to get here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would promise that. Yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. Let's leave this city.
Yeah, but you promised to take us, and I quote, wherever we want to go. And that's what you said.
That does sound like how I would talk. That's like exactly how I would say that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's go. I mean, it's not my boat, so I don't fucking care.
Maybe we leave before people wake up? It's cooler that way.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought we were gonna, help, but I guess we're just gonna go home.
Help what? This city is 100 miles long. You want to go to every single door and knock and be like, hey, need anything? What are you talking about?
I think as you say that, you see 2 creatures run up to the base of the crystal. One of them, a deer-like creature with 3 antlers.
Oh, Jesus.
And one of them, a prowling, hissing creature, a trujas and a genus.
Oh my god.
As they arrive, they both stand upright and return to their form.
God damn it.
And I guess Trujas says, did someone say that they needed a helper?
Rainer his eyes light up. Rillian, yes, in charge, patrons of the whole country? Yes? Yeah, Rillian, yes. Varden, the earthquake, yes. And he he's like, none of that was a sentence. Let me try again.
I am assuming you need us to clean up your mess.
I mean, that's reductive. It's not really.
bit.
We didn't do this.
It's what we do. Venusaur Dujas makes a mess. Janus has to clean up the rubble, and I help.
Yeah, that tracks from all the stories we've heard, yeah.
But Banus or Dujas didn't make this mess.
Well, that doesn't mean we can't help.
Okay, alright, that's okay.
Also,
That's as good as we could hope for, yeah.
I'm noticing Heinous Pentis is not here.
Yeah, Murgic used his last, big teleport move, hopefully ever, to send him somewhere. We don't even know how we would begin looking for him.
Wait! What?
Yeah?
Murgic's powers are in the rock!
Yeah?
We can teleport with the rock!
Katrina takes the rock out of the cape and goes, wait, what? And she disappears.
No! Really?
We can teleport with the rock!
Oh no! No
She
way.
teleports back, but she's like shaking. She's got both hands on the rock, like,
Oh my god.
yep.
Shit, are you okay?
I think.
Where'd you go?
I think I only got like 1 or 2 more of those in me. This isn't like an anima thing. This is just like I don't want to do that too many times,
No.
right? One after the other.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Where did you go?
I don't know. I mean, it was somewhere where there were like trees and people. I think it startled a few people.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we can't teleport with the rock, but let's take the boat.
I would feel better taking the boat.
I'd probably feel better taking
Oh,
the
we're
boat.
taking the boat. Let's take the boat before these 2 giant scary animals recruit us to sweep the whole city.
Oh, so you're just a furry hater.
Whoa. Who even said that?
I don't know who said that. I don't know who said that.
Taking the reins from Trouble for a second.
Incredible. Oh my god.
And now you have done it. You haven't. You have imitated everyone, truly.
Oh, yeah.
I think then, unless anyone opposes, you all start leaving the area. You get to where the hyperline is, and you realize you haven't felt a pulse in a while, and the hyperline isn't working. But as you look up, you see Trujas. She's on the top of the crystal, and she kind of like rubs where a little crack was. And then she gallops down to the base of the crystal, and she looks at it, and she nods to Genis, and they both, like, close the entrance that you guys made, and, like, seal it shut. And when they do that, you feel a pulse emanate out. And with that pulse, you feel, obviously, everything that the pulse normally feels. But one thing that you physically feel is that your hair is no longer electricity. It almost like grows back out where that electric was, and you now have hair. It's messy. Your hair is tangled like everyone's. I guess maybe Jonathan's, you just shaved it pretty short, so you're probably fine. But I mean, the two dogs, which I'm assuming you took with you, they start to wake up, and their hair is just a tangled mess of puff. Little PB is puffed up as well. And people are starting to wake up when this pulse comes out too. Like that's what kind of, little tingles down their spine. Everyone starts kind of waking up. But the hyperline is all yours.
As soon as the hair comes back, Eloise says, "Yes!" And then she reaches up and feels it. No!
It's a real monkey's paw situation.
I mean, I don't think you've done your 100 strokes at night in quite a while, so this might be a good...
I have not forgotten.
So you get back on the hyperline, and it sends you back towards the coast where you came from.
Jonathan says, "Hey, wait, hold on, wait, I gotta make a stop quick." And he jumps off in the workers' district, or the merchants' district?
Yeah, the area where his family is, yeah.
The whatever the fuck one. And he, like, sprints back and, like bursts open the door to make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all there. Their hair is nuts, and they're maybe a little bit bruised from when they fell over, but...
Sure.
Okay.
I think they might have been outside. I think they were outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not dead, yeah.
No.
He quick gives Joey a hug, and he gives his mom a hug. He walks over to Tobias, and he kind of just gives him, like, a stern nod, and just lingers a little bit too long without doing anything, and then says, "Okay, I know I just got back. I gotta go. I gotta take care of some stuff. I will be back, but I gotta grab some. I'll be back. Don't worry about me. I'll be back."
Oh, hey, it's no big deal. It's good for you to drop in. Johnny, we thought you might be dead. We thought you were gone, then there was an earthquake, and we didn't know what was happening. We thought you might be dead.
Nah.
And he just gives him a big hug.
I think his mom gives him another hug. Like, it's like she's not letting go, and she says,
Aw.
You promise? You promise you're coming back?
Ma, stop. Get off. No, of course I'm coming back. What is
Because
this?
we got a lot of work to do. I mean, this whole city's in shambles, so they're going to need a lot of smiths. They're going to need a lot of smiths to start fixing up this whole city.
Oh, my lord.
And I can't have my son leaving me again like this.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, you left me.
We'll talk about it. I said we'll talk about it. Well, I said we'll talk about it.
This is not the time for this particular emotional conversation.
But I will take that as a sign that you'll come back, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'm coming back. The hyperline, the next pulse soon. Goodbye, love you. I will come back. And he rushes back to the platform.
All right, so they get back, and I probably should mention, as you were traveling, the hyperline was maybe a little bumpier than usual. It wasn't as smooth. There was maybe some parts where, due to the earthquake, the magic was a little interrupted, but it's magic, and you can still get to where you're going. It's not like the whole city is destroyed, but there are definitely regions where it's like, okay, this is gonna need to be fixed. But you get to the harbor, and I'm just gonna say, due to shits and giggles, a lot of ships maybe sank in the fight with Genis, Tentis, and Mirjik. But lo and behold, hey, look, our boat's still here.
Noble Mincer, are you docked in a handicapped spot?
Is that what that... I can't read Orcish. I don't know what that means. Also,
Yeah, that
I
checks
didn't drive the ship. You think I could drive ship? I can drive ship?
I feel bad for bringing this up, but you're the ambassador, right? How did...
Not by choice.
Also, it's sailing?
You know what I want to be the ambassador of? Not giving a fuck. That's what I want. That's my wish.
Wait, hold on. If you can't sail this thing, we're still stuck here. I can't sail a ship. I can't sail a ship. I can't sail a ship.
He like rings the bell, hello, and like a crew.
Oh my God.
Like gathers. There's a crew on this ship.
Whoa.
They're all Glenwians. Hello, country bros. We want to go home. I assume you want to go home.
Were they just waiting here that whole time?
We gotta stop in Tareve first.
Tareve is past this. Tareve is farther.
Well, we gotta go there first.
We gotta go we would dock at Costerine first to get to Tareve.
We are kind of done with what we set out to do.
We still gotta bring magic to the Oasis.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
But
and also, I'm not going back to Glenwood. Like, my parents are in Tareve.
Yeah, I'm going to Tareve.
I don't live there anymore.
Yeah, but I want to go home.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to go home. You know what?
I'm saying it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we said our goodbyes.
I don't need to go to Tareve. I would like to go to Costerine first.
I would like to go to Costerine first because that's where Eloise is going. And I would also like to meet some people in Glenwood. And then eventually, I would like to go back to Tareve to visit my friend.
Jonathan, I trust you to lead this. I don't think we need every single one of us on this mission.
Oh boy.
But you know what? I should leave the choice up to you.
Ah, shit. I don't like it. Fuck. You know what?
Oh boy.
I got it. How about this? We all get on the boat. We all go to Costerine, because we all have to anyway. If anybody wants to go to Tareve, they can go to Tareve. Right then or later, you can access Tareve after we get... we don't have to go straight there, right?
And or also, we have a rock. A rock?
We have a teleporting
For
rock.
at least some chunk of time. We'll get rid of it. I'm not saying we keep it. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, in the meantime, teleporting rock.
I wouldn't recommend it. That's just me, but...
Okay, the boat is leaving. It's too late. We're gone. Goodbye.
All right, let's go. Come
Oh
on.
boy. And we get on the boat.
So the ship sails back to Costerine, and you look back at the massive crystal looming over the magnificent city of Varden as Trujas and Genis are rushing around, restoring buildings and lifting up rubble to rescue people. But you look forward as you sail to Costerine.
Do we at any point finally see Genis Pentus, wherever he may be? Because he's a pretty tall guy.
I'm going to roll my yes-no dice for this one. I think as you're sailing towards Glenwood, he passes you on the way there.
What did I miss?
Oh my god.
And he's wet and dripping, and he's like,
Do not say anything.
Oh boy.
I think maybe he looks, senses that Mirjik is there. He sees that he's beaten, and he's the faces are gone, and he's like,
All right, I'm done. I might go back to that cave for a little while just to rest.
Honestly, that's fair. Yeah.
So you sail for a few days back to Costerine, and you were able to rest. You were able to heal. You were able to share stories of where you've been. Katrina and Raish share as many details as they feel comfortable sharing of their journeys, and Jonathan shares about Varden, and likewise everyone
share stories about Quiz. Yeah.
Yeah, share stories about Quiz. You arrive at the port of Costerine, where you left quite a few months ago now.
Long time ago. Yeah.
It is now probably late fall, and you left in the summer. The city is, as you remember it, busy, full, though it seems tiny in comparison to the cities you have seen, like the Gate and Varden and the Beacon. You walk off the ship, and Noble Mincer says, Okay, I'm gonna go to the little boy's room, and then, don't tell the king that I'm back, and then we can just leave, right away off to the gate. So whoever's going to the gate, come back here in, 1 bladder's worth of peeing. Okay, bye.
Is Noble...
And also, I gotta buy some good food.
Why is Noble going to the gate? I genuinely can't remember.
Because that's where the boat's going.
Oh, okay.
He's on vacation.
I promised I would take you there.
Fair
That's
enough.
right. He did promise.
I'm a man of my word. Also, I don't want to have to report in for work. I am not here.
Quiet quitting.
So
yeah, Katrina really smiles at the group and says, "There's no way that this is the last time I'm going to be seeing your ugly mugs."
That's sure the amount of times that you've left the group and then didn't leave is a lot.
So wait, are you going to the gate from here?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my parents are there. My job is there.
Yeah, I probably am too.
Oh shit!
So
yeah.
who's not? Who's staying?
Well, I'm going back to the gate because that's where Katrina is, and my job is, and my home is.
So it's a weird order of things.
I will also be going back to Tarif, and I think I'm going to stay in the gate. I mean, I might need to figure out what happened in the village of Ain, if everyone's okay and things like that. But I think the gate is going to be more inclusive towards shadowless people like myself.
Yeah, probably.
Also, that's where you're going, Treble.
Yeah, totally. So they're both really awkwardly just cool, later. Anyway.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're going.
Tight.
Hey, we should talk on the way there, actually. We've been needing to do that.
Oh, boy.
I think that's it. It's just you four.
Okay, so, I mean, who's coming with me from here?
Hey, up top.
I'm also gonna go back to Goldon for a bit, but I don't think I can stay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not staying for a long time because I just started a whole thing in Varden.
Guys, I'm really sorry for dragging this to a screeching halt. Jonathan is not going to bring the thing to Sim?
Yeah, no, he is.
Okay.
Eventually.
Oh, okay, so he's coming to Goldon now.
Yeah,
hell
because
yeah,
Grorg's not going to Tarif now, and he's got to go with Grorg.
Oh, sure. Well, this is great. Okay.
Yeah, me and Eloise are gonna go, get her sister out of jail. And then we're gonna go visit her family.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all... I really want to give this its time, and I care very much for all of you, but this is the fucking closest I have been.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
If you guys want to deal with this right now, I have somewhere to be.
No,
and I'm not
go
stopping.
for it, by all means, yeah.
Okay, bladder is empty.
Oh my God.
The ship is leaving.
Noble, would it kill you to wait until we get Bathilda back, and then we could leave? Maybe, possibly.
You're gonna... The answer is no to that one, because then the king might find out that I'm back.
Okay, then we just have to say really quick goodbyes, I guess, yeah.
Katrina kind of chuckles, and she says, "Eloise!" And Eloise stops in her tracks and turns around. "What?" She says, "From one bad bitch to another, knock 'em dead." And she gives this really, almost evil grin, and then stops and says, "I will try not to." And she keeps walking.
Oh boy. I want to be clear, they do say goodbye. We just aren't throwing in an individual scene for every single combination of people who need to say goodbye.
Different goodbyes, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, a little party of 10 characters who have traveled the world together, all from different places and backgrounds, reunited one last time, are going to be divided again one last time. Some heading to Tareve, some heading to other parts of Glenwood, and some heading back to Goldon. But where they go, and how their story ends, will be what we will talk about next time. But for now, they are together. They are one party. They are one group of friends. They're together. And they're safe. Hey, Questies. It's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 47 of Season 3, Part 4 of our 5-part finale. The next episode, which will be the last episode of this season, of this story, we are titling Epilogue. And it will air on January 13th. And it will try to tie up as many of the loose ends as we can with all of our characters and seeing where they go. So, hope you're excited for that one. Yeah, this is kind of hard for me to record as I myself am aware of the end that's coming up. So I'll try to get through the announcements. First of all, we got a gold star this week. Got to give that to Kat, who posted on the Facebook group that in about 2 weeks you listen to all of Knight's Quest, which is insane. I didn't even know there were that many hours in 2 weeks. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for joining us on the Patreon and for your kind review on Apple Podcasts. So thank you so much for that. Gold star for you, and gold star to your friend who recommended the show. I don't know who you are, but thank you for that recommendation. Come on, people, let's go. If you got friends that you know would enjoy this, hey, let them know about it. Let them know about the show. Because by the time they catch up, there'll be a nice whole story for them to listen to and laugh and cry along with. A couple other details. We have a sale going on our website. All of our stickers are now half off. That's only $2 a sticker. $2 per sticker for all of the stickers. So head on over there to kqpodcast.com. Get yourself some stickers for the new year, to celebrate the holidays, to celebrate the end of the season, whatever. Get those stickers now while they're still available. Get a whole bunch of them. Give them to your friends. Stick them everywhere. Got a great deal. And while you're at kqpodcast.com, you can, of course, join us on Patreon. Thank you to all of you who are currently supporting us for all of the love and conversations we've been able to have in the Discord. It's been a blast. Your support has kept this show going for as long as it has. I got to give a big shout out, of course, to our better tier patrons, Lowell, Long May He Reign, Mike, and those dang high elves again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can join them at kqpodcast.com. Clicking on that Patreon button or going to patreon.com/KQPodcast. And we got all kinds of goodies, bonus content episodes, stickers, and discussions on the Discord. I guess another friendly reminder, send in those questions for the Q&A. We'll be recording that after the finale goes up. So the more you send in now, the better we can prepare to answer those questions in our season finale Q&A. So send those over on our Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Reddit, or email knights.quest10@gmail.com. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful episode. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. In the meantime, may your place in his story be long. And that's it.
Boy, we're really calling our shot with this one, huh? The ending better be good now. It's going to be real awkward if it's not.
Sorry, Jamie, were you planning on having a bad ending to our good show that we worked really hard on?
No, it's just, it's like...